What's up, everybody? It's Tom Specialty Frazier, and you're listening to the Bets Only Podcast, Ep.1. We got Rob here. We got Sal. We got Kevin. We got Austin. Welcome to the show.
Turn it up!
Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it. Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it. That was interesting.
Turn it up!
Banging it, banging it, banging it.
Ain't no fooling around. Ain't no fooling around. Ain't no. I will make you understand. Breakdown.
What's going on, guys? It's going to be a good one. This is like the pilot episode, so we're going first episode here. We're going to be talking a bunch of Super Bowl bets. We're going to be talking a bunch of bullshit. We'll be drinking, getting drunk up in here, so get ready for a good time. Here we go. This is Bets Only for you, up live and on camera.
Sal actually had like a parlay that he was gonna sweat while we were filming, so we were gonna like sweat it live.
0 for 5.
Yeah, he lost the first leg. Couldn't even make it to the start of the podcast.
First leg didn't go so well. We're supposed to start at 7. Didn't go that way.
Yep.
It's 8:20 right now. We're already, the whole parlay is dead.
So now we're actually gonna see if he can go 0 for 5. That we're gonna try. And
It did already. The whole thing is cooked.
Yeah, it's 0 for 5 already.
Which
Jeez.
is just as impressive as going 5 for 5 because you had to
Yeah,
get
no,
the
that's-
opposite every single time.
Yeah, that's almost more impressive that you got every single one wrong.
You got to get all the bad bets out now. You can't go and hit a 5-teamer if you're not going 0 for 5.
Well, listen, I'm having a good week so far, so I was due for a terrible day. But you know what? I'm going to have a better day on Sunday because it is Super Bowl Sunday, and we are ready to load those Buccaneers.
Or are we all on the Buccaneers? Is everybody on the Bucs here?
No, all right.
No.
So let's get in. We'll get into the main bets right now. So obviously Super Bowl Sunday, Chiefs -3 in Tampa, Super Bowl against the Bucs. Boys, what are the picks?
I didn't hear the word GOAT come out of your mouth yet. Because
Boys.
the GOAT is going home to play the Chiefs. First quarterback to ever play a home Super Bowl in his home stadium. So that should be enough for me. My pick, lock it in. Tampa Bay, I don't want that +3 garbage. Tampa Bay, money line, don't bet against the GOAT. That's it.
If you want to lose, or just follow whatever he says throughout this whole podcast.
Probably.
He
Kevin,
makes
what's
absolutely no sense.
Kevin, your pick?
I'm going with Kansas City -3. I think Patrick Mahomes is the greatest football player I've ever seen in my life. So
You don't know football. He's played for 3 years. You can't call him the greatest player yet.
he's going to go down as the greatest player in football.
All right, but who's
Hands
the greatest
up.
player right now?
Still
Right
Mahomes.
now,
Still Mahomes.
No, it's not. He's played for 3 years.
I said it the other day. I'm taking.
You said right now.
I said it the other day. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes on any team. I'll take him on the Jaguars to beat Tom Brady's Bucs.
Patrick Mahomes, best football player ever. Jackson Mahomes, best TikToker ever. Those
Yep.
are undeniable. Austin, Super Bowl pick.
You gotta take the Chiefs -3, man. That's just what it is. The Chiefs are probably the best team we're gonna see in the next 3 years. They're the Warriors of the NBA, of the NFL, and yeah.
Well, I'd like to say one thing for Austin. I want everybody at home to know that his brother, his blood brother, has absolutely unloaded his entire bank account into those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this kid's going to put a little $100 bet on the Chiefs and watch his brother go bankrupt. Just so everybody knows.
Put his life on the Buccaneers. Has called the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl since like week 3.
At
Dead
least.
set on it. We roasted him. We roasted him for weeks. We put it in the group chat. We fucking share it. We don't let him live it down. And of course, the fucking Buccaneers ended up in the Super Bowl. And after all that, then to now tune in on what's probably going to be Saturday morning, and you're going to see your brother live saying, "I'll take the Chiefs +3."
Hold on, wait. Not to change the subject, Tommy. I'll get to your Super Bowl pick in a second. But
Yeah, go ahead.
so Ant tailed my parlay. My boy Anthony Conti, he tailed my parlay. He just texted me. Did all of them miss? I was like, yep, they all fucking
Yeah,
missed.
that's how it
We went
goes
0 for
sometimes.
4. But Tommy, what's your Super Bowl pick looking like? You're always a wild card.
Oh man, I still haven't decided yet. My heart and soul is in the Bucks. I mean, it's a tradition to fucking me, you, Rico, always rolling with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Hasn't failed us yet. but I don't know. I just can't physically bring myself to click the button to bet against the Chiefs. So I'm a little bit undecided, but I will say smash the over for what it's worth.
Fair.
Oh, that's a fun one. Rob?
That's fair.
So let me reason with the people for a little bit. Hopefully this gets out before Sunday. There are spots in gambling where you just have to hammer it. These are the locks of the locks, and you can't look back. Don't regret it. This is Warriors against the Cavs. This is Mayweather knocking out McGregor.
Didn't the Cavs beat the Warriors once, though?
Not the first time when I was loading it back in college. Shout out the Warriors. The Chiefs are gonna fucking roll the Bucks. It's gonna be a massacre. It's going to be you're not gonna believe what's gonna happen to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Easy Chiefs cover. First half, game, first quarter, take it all to the bank.
Fair enough.
Can't disagree.
Absolutely not.
I would say if you want easy money or if you want, the safest bet, you'd probably take the Chiefs. If you want to have fun with it, if you're just completely addicted to it, if you're an absolute degenerate, I'd say player props are the way to go. It's all, Super Bowl player props, always fun. I believe we've got a lot of player props to talk about.
I've got a lot of player props right here.
But wait, hold on, listen, I was thinking about this earlier, right? This is the way I see it. Do you want a boring Super Bowl? Does the NFL want a boring Super Bowl? Because there's only one way this game ends in a blowout, right? It'll be the Chiefs rolling the Bucks, like you're saying.
Are you saying buy into the rig? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying it's time.
Is the fix in?
I'm saying how many times before has anybody seen, and my boy Rico's not going to like this, but how many times have you seen Tom Brady catch a couple breaks, catch a couple calls, all of a sudden they're in the game with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter? I'm saying if the Chiefs win, they're going to cover, they're going to smash them. But if it's a close game and you got at home, not even like technically the home Super Bowl team, they are in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. You don't think the fans are going to be going ballistic there? You don't think that people there are
How many fans are they letting in?
20,000? No, there's like 24%.
It's like 8,000 fans. Remember,
Yeah.
It's not a real home field advantage.
Yeah, because
it's a
they're
lot
getting
of
in essential
a
workers.
lot of essential workers. Really cool shit by the NFL after they do nothing right, to be honest. But it's really not a home field, Sal. I wouldn't be saying this is home field advantage. This is very much a neutral field.
I just see this game going one of two ways: a Chiefs blowout or a Bucks win. I don't see a Chiefs winning by 4 or 5, 6. I don't see that.
This is gonna be a Chiefs win by 20. It's gonna be a massacre. Alternate
I don't
lines.
think that. I can't. I might.
Alternate lines. Look into the alternate lines. I'm 100% serious.
It's gonna be a Vegas win.
That's
Vegas
always fun.
You want a horsecock lock? First one of the podcast. Vegas wins. That's the first
How does
lock.
Vegas
Vegas will
win
win.
here? How does Vegas win? It's
Bucks
the
plus
Bucks.
3.
It's the Bucks cover. It's the Bucks lose by 2, right?
Yeah,
Bucks lose by 1 or 2.
Bucks cover the spread.
Sal, you mentioned horsecock lock. Can you explain that?
All right, so a horsecock lock is something that we've really jumped on and used it as like our calling card for our like spiciest picks. But it's a pretty universal term. But just for anybody that doesn't know, a horsecock lock is a pick where
It's not missing.
You see the spread, you see the line, you look at it, you just got to text somebody about it. You're like, you know what? Wow. This pick, like just say today, for example, the Nets, who have just got James Harden and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, they're only -2 against the Raptors, who were, for the first quarter, who were a terrible team. They've been awful all year. Horsecock lock. I claimed it. I called it. I texted the boys about
Not
it.
a horsecock.
And you know what? They lost the first quarter by 10. So I don't know shit. But I know I horsecock lock when I see one until it misses. But when they hit, man, they feel good because you're like Rob said. Sometimes in gambling, there are spots you just got to hammer, and usually those are horsecock locks. I don't. The Super Bowl's a horsecock lock at all. He does. I don't. But I think definitely it's going to be a fun game.
Well, I've got an amazing horsecock lock.
What is
Let's
it?
hear it.
Amazing horsecock lock. Horsecock lock of the week, of the year, of February. Patrick Mahomes is -140
Now, what does that mean?
to win Super Bowl MVP. If you don't know what -140 is, you put $140 on it to win 100. So Patrick Mahomes -140 to win the Super Bowl MVP. If the Chiefs win this game, realistically, is there anyone else who could win the MVP? Maybe Travis Kelce, maybe a random defensive player. But quarterbacks win this over 60% of the time. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback of his generation, 24 years old, wins the Super Bowl MVP, put it together with the Chiefs, -3. It's the easiest thing in the world. If you're afraid of the points, just take Mahomes MVP, horsecock lock, guaranteed hit.
Now here's a question:
Guarantee.
a Super Bowl MVP ever come from the opposing team?
No, I don't believe so.
Is this the first year?
Well, if Brady goes out,
You mean if Mahomes goes out there and throws like 4 touchdowns and then it's just like a weird
And the and
kick returns,
Pick six.
Ronald Jones rushing.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone could do it, it's
Mahomes.
It's Patrick
what if it
Mahomes.
goes the other way? What if the Chiefs, honestly, they don't come out as heavy offense as you think? They play a good all-around game. They win the game, but Brady goes out there, throws 500 yards like he did in the other Super Bowl, and throws 5 touchdowns.
If Tom Brady couldn't win it against Nick Foles losing, then he's not going to win against Patrick Mahomes. There's no
That
way.
wasn't his last Super Bowl appearance, was it, against the Eagles? No.
His
it was
last
against the-
loss,
it was
though.
against the
His
Rams.
last loss.
Well, yeah, but you can't say if he can't do it against Nick Foles when he's done it against
Bro,
better
the man-
quarterbacks
No,
than that since.
I'm saying in
Eli
a
Manning.
loss because Sal's saying in a loss can he win it?
yeah.
In
Oh,
a
yeah.
loss, you really can't.
if he can't come out over Nick Foles.
The only
in a
one,
good
the
game.
only one
I
in
gotcha.
a big 3 sport or big 4 sport. Sorry, I'll put hockey in there, even though
I love
hockey's
hockey.
questionable.
Don't shit on hockey.
Is Jerry West in the 1970s? Don't depend on the loser winning the MVP. It won't happen.
It should have been LeBron on that Warriors
He
series.
beat
I'm
the-
just saying.
He beat the stagnant Rams in the worst Super Bowl probably in the last 5 years.
That defense locked him up. But hold on.
13-3.
I got a horse.
Shout out the Rams for killing my
We were
fucking
all on
bookie.
that
That
over, no?
I got
The
The
murdered.
final was 13-3.
Yes, that
Fun
was
fact,
the
fun
over
fact.
was
Had the over
insane.
at 13-3. Had the over.
I was on the
For
over.
You guys, that was the first day I opened my sports book and made a sports bet, and that was.
I remember that.
We were at my friend Kenny's house, and we were.
Shout out to
watching-
Kenny, bets only.
We were-
Shout out
affiliate.
Kenny. We'll see you on Sunday, Kenny.
Yeah, quick side note. There's going to be a lot of guys that cycle through this podcast for everybody. So if you're not on here right now, we're going to
Yeah.
say a bunch of names. You're going to see a bunch of other faces, a bunch of other guys. But look at introduce as
So
we go
listen,
on.
bets only. It's not. This isn't bets only. Bets only is a 14-man collective, or a cult. You know,
We're not a cult. We're
depends on
not
how
a
you
cult.
look at
We're
it.
not a
No.
cult.
By
No,
definition,
that's-
we could be.
We're not a
Yeah,
cult.
you ever try to leave?
We're not a cult. Yeah.
You ever try to
I
get out?
believe we
How'd that
can
work
be,
out for you?
but we're not a cult.
By definition, could be described as a cult. I'll digress. But yeah, 14-man collective. We're living our best lives and our worst lives. That's how I like to put it. And just degeneracy. That's what it is. And you'll get to meet, the other players. We can't fit 14 men on a podcast. It just wouldn't work out too well.
Yeah, sometimes
So-
a guy will come in here. He'll look like Kev. He'll have a nice beard, and he won't say shit all fucking day. So I mean,
spoke a few
it's,
times.
it's cool. Maybe he won't do
Let's-
shit. Maybe he'll just sit there and look cute all
That's
day.
Kev. This is
That's what I
Um,
did. That's me. They also call me Lev, by the way.
Yeah, that's Kev. Sorry,
Yeah,
there's a
um,
couple bearded men in here. But Kev, let's get you involved.
Let's do it.
I have a couple props here. I want to hear what you have to say about them. I'm gonna actually go over them with all the boys right now. So the first one I have here is for the first touchdown score of the game. We all love betting first touchdown score of the game. Great odds on whoever you bet.
Always.
So
Keeps you alive, man. On those football Sundays when you're having a bad day.
you wouldn't be
Think one of those.
You would be surprised how much you will pay with these first touchdown scores. So, Kev, we're gonna start with you. I don't know the odds for everybody off the top of my head, but who
right.
who do you like to score the first touchdown?
Who do I want to score the first touchdown?
Who do you like to score the first
I
touchdown?
think Travis Kelce is gonna get in there first. I know everybody's on Mike Evans.
Square bet, Kev.
Yeah,
Square bet with
I-
Kelsey. About I think plus 600 on most books.
Yeah. So I mean, literally, the guy's having the greatest season of his career. He's gonna go down as one of the best tight ends ever. People say he's not as good as Gronk, but I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
I went ahead and decreed that Travis
we-
Kelce was
you
the
did?
best tight end of all time.
Yeah?
So we could pretty much chalk that one up.
I'll also tell the public one thing. If you ask Kevin for a first touchdown score, about 9 out of 10 times,
forgot
it's
it will
gonna
always be a tight
Oh
end.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
gonna
So
be
I
a
just
tight end
love
every
betting.
time.
It is a
tight
great
ends.
bet, though. It is a great bet.
So
I
I've
do
got-
see value in Kelsey, yes.
Let's see. I've got my book up.
Bucks touchdown. Is it?
Scroll
Or-
down. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So we got Kelsey was plus 500. Real safe bet there.
We'll go one by one.
Oh yeah. He's the favorite for the Chiefs.
Austin, who do you like to score the
I'm
first
going
touchdown in the game?
weird. I got the Chiefs winning the game, but I think the Bucks, if they get the kickoff, I got Leonard Fournette as the first touchdown at plus 1,000, plus 1,050 in some books.
Plus 900.
We got we got plus
Uh,
900 over here.
900 is fine. I think it might be a rainy day in Tampa, and Tom Brady will march down the field in the first drive. The Chiefs usually don't step on the gas until about the second quarter. So, yeah, you definitely. I don't hate Leonard Fournette at plus 900.
I don't hate that either. He's gotten a lot of workload, so it's not bad. Sal?
First touchdown. Well, for those who are aware of FanDuel betting, which is you have to be in New Jersey, and you can't do it in New York. So I happened to be in New Jersey for work the other day, and I was like, let me throw out a little fun parlay. So they could parlay touchdown scores. So what I did was I took my pick to score the first touchdown. It is a rejuvenated, new careered Antonio Brown to score this first touchdown because he has been balling with Tom Brady.
Who Antonio Brown right now? You could get him at 13-1. So
That's great value. That's real. He's on a tear right now in the playoffs. That is great value. I might actually tail you on that. I might
didn't
tail
play
you.
2 weeks ago.
If the
He's
Bucks
like
get
a
the ball
third or
first,
fourth option.
Real quick, Austin. When somebody tails somebody, what's that mean?
Oh, tail is you just jump on their pick, you follow them to the moon, honestly.
So what? Listen, we're gonna get into the coin toss discussion later, but I think whoever wins this coin toss will determine which team will have the first touchdown scored because I don't see Brady going down and punting or kicking a field goal on the first drive, and I don't see Mahomes doing that either. So I'm hoping that the Bucks win the coin toss. I'm hoping that they get the ball first because I don't want Mahomes to touch the ball before the first touchdown happens. But if the Bucks get the ball first, Antonio Brown, stamp it, lock it, book it. That's going to be a story. His first ever Super Bowl, not with the Steelers. He's going to get in that end zone first, and it is going to be magical.
I agree.
I hate that pick, Tommy. Sorry, Tommy. To you.
I'm staying off of first touchdown because I think it's literally going to be. I might bet first Chiefs touchdown and first Buccaneers touchdown. I won't be betting first game touchdown.
One of my favorites.
Because I think both of these teams are going to go down and score on their opening drives, and I don't feel like leaving it up to a coin toss. But if I had to just play something, I've got a pick, but I know it's Rob's pick, so I'm not going to steal it. So I'm just going to do a real quick scan here. Again, love Antonio Brown. I'd probably tail Antonio Brown, like I said. Also, I'm feeling some. I'm feeling good on Cameron Brate as well. Yeah.
Cameron Brate actually might be hurt.
Cameron
So
might not even play.
Look at
yeah,
that.
he might not
Love
even
that
play,
for
so,
me. Love that for me.
Really?
But like I said, that was me throwing something out there because I wanted to tail Sal and I didn't want to spoil Rob's pick. So I was just looking at a bunch of people.
I don't hate Cameron Brate. He's been working above Gronk in their tight end sets. So I do like that pick if he does play. But I'm coming with the juice here. My take on first touchdown scores is you don't want to be boring. You don't want to be taking the Tyreek Hills. You don't want to be taking the Travis Kelce's. You want to get interesting with it. You want to hit big, big, big time, guys.
Love this.
Austin knows.
Yep.
I've got the guy for you. Assuming Sammy Watkins, who didn't play in the AFC Championship game, or McCole Hardman, who got COVID from the Chiefs team barber. Yeah, this is my pick.
This is real.
I
This
thought he was
no,
joking.
this is my pick. This is my pick. I've been talking about this for 2 weeks. Byron Pringle at 28-1, up to 35-1 on some books to score the first touchdown. He works in their 3 receiver sets when Hardman or Watkins are out. He also returns kicks. So you think the Bucs are gonna punt? You want a kickoff return, Devin Hester style? You get Pringle. Listen, Mahomes could throw it to anyone. Mahomes could go out there and throw the touchdown to fucking me, Tommy, Sal. Doesn't matter. Take a shot.
Notice how it ended at me, Tommy, Sal.
Great hand.
Yeah, I mean the other two guys on the couch. I don't know if they can catch the ball, but listen, he could throw a touchdown to anyone. Let's lay the odds. 28-1. Throw some money on it. You hit it. You don't even have to worry about what happens in the Super Bowl. You're great for the day. I do like Brate or Gronk at if you want to take Tampa first touchdown. It's a great bet. But Byron Pringle. Also, you guys know this? Byron Pringle, born and raised Tampa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tampa. You know they're gonna run some
You
stuff
love
for
that
him.
juice.
You know
You
they're
got-
gonna
you
run
gotta
some
love
stuff
that.
for him.
I want to ask a question to the people that are actually watching this podcast.
Do you know who Byron Pringle is? No. No one knows who he is.
I want you to. We're gonna have Tommy edit this. We're gonna put a picture of 5 guys down below. We're gonna have some way we can find out this picture and you all can see it. I want you to pick Byron Pringle out of a lineup. I want any one of you before you tell Rob's bet. I want you to pick him out of a lineup and tell me which one is Byron Pringle, and then you could pick him. All right? That's my stipulation. For
Those are the best guys to hit on. The guys you don't even know who they look like. But
Listen,
talking
hey,
about Byron Pringle.
and I can guarantee you heard it here first. You ain't hearing that nowhere else.
Oh no, you're not gonna hear this anywhere else.
Nobody's telling you that.
Oh, nobody.
Because we're the biggest idiots you'll ever meet.
All right.
But talking about Byron Pringle, we're going to get into prop bets because he is in one of my prop bets.
Let's segue
So-
right into that one.
Byron Pringle, one of the prop bets I love. His receiving yards over is 10.5. So basically, 10.5 yards. You get a reception, they're really not covering that tight. All you need to do, slant, boom, quick first down. Easy to get 11 yards. It's at plus 130. It's a dog on most books. I love it. But there's a bunch of props to get into. We'll go into them right now. More of the mainstream props because you don't want to bet Byron Pringle to fucking go over in his reception. I know you guys. You don't want to do that.
We are not.
You don't want to be like me.
Listen,
Don't
here-
be like me.
I gotta throw this disclaimer out. We are not financial advisors. We are degenerates. We are not.
Clowns.
Yeah, we are clowns. Do
But if I
not
could tell you one thing,
follow-
dog coin to the moon.
Oh, yo, Rob, I actually saw a prop bet. I don't know if you have it. I know Rob has a list of prop bets he's been tracking, but I have a prop bet that I did see on TikTok that I hope is real. I haven't seen it on my book because I'm not sure. My book doesn't have all the juice, but
You get your prop bets from the book. We got ours from TikTok.
no, if I could find it, I would hammer it to the moon, to the stars, and to the
What is it? Yeah.
everything. It was Tom Brady
Oh, I know what it is.
over minus 140.
I know
Which
what
means
it
you
is.
got to lay $140 to 100, so it's a favorite. Tom Brady over a half a rushing yard.
It's on the book. It's on the
It's
book.
on the book?
It's on the book.
Half
I saw
a
it the other
rushing
day.
yard.
I saw it the
Is,
other day.
listen, if I know one thing, it is a Super Bowl. How many times have we seen Tom Brady just tuck his head and plow for like a 3rd and 1, 4th
Listen,
and 1?
you
first
gotta
down.
hope he-
And
That's
then,
good
of course,
value.
you can get ruined by getting a sack or losing some rushing, or taking
Knees.
at the end of the game.
Knees.
I mean,
Knees
you
is
want
how
these
that's gonna
bucks
be
to win,
affected.
but
But-
if he takes a knee at the end of the game,
Listen,
and he's only got a yard.
What does it
Listen,
need?
he-
Minus 2 yards?
He needs
What?
one single yard, and I will die on that stance that I can go out there and get a yard. That's what it is. I mean, listen, you escape pressure sometimes.
How many first downs has Tom Brady ran for this year?
Probably like 1 billion. Fuck Tom Brady.
Brady is
but
the king
he
of the QB
he loves his
sneak. A decent
sneaks. He
amount.
loves his
So,
sneaks.
I think he
I
might
don't
do it-
hate that.
I think he might do it more than once this game. So
Yeah.
half a yard for Tom Brady. That's my prop bet that I've been having my eyes glued on. I'm gonna pull the trigger eventually, but that's it. Stamp it, lock it, load it to the moon. As they
To
say.
the moon.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
The prop bet everyone's gonna take is the coin toss. We know it. The coin toss it's been a hot topic amongst all of our friends.
And we're gonna get to that coin toss right after this.
It's a whole new world. Everybody's locked up in their own homes, scared to leave the house, looking for any escape, taking a hit off a fat joint and leaving this place faster than an anime intro. I can see you. I live in the airwaves that conquers your commute. The extra push you need every day to power your way to the top of the pyramid. The window you stare out of as you forget your problems. The light you turn on to see. There are no limits here. Nothing can stop us from enjoying each other. No one to judge us. Nothing to be wary of. Welcome to Wake and Baked Out World, my filthy little corner of the internet. And if you're ready to enter the new world order of radio, then become a citizen today.
And we're back. What's up? So, real quick, during our break, we found out that Sal's actually still, after already bricking 5 times in a row on that parlay, he's got another one out there. Sal, what are you sweating right now?
All right, well, it's not a parlay. It wasn't working well for me for the parlays today. So I have a straight bet out there, and it is the under in the first half of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder at 130. Actually, I got it at 114. So right now it's 29-28 with 9 minutes to go. So I'm on a good pace. I will keep you
Good
guys
pace.
updated
Yeah,
on
we'll
this
take
bet.
Good.
Yeah.
I think you're sweating with me too.
I'm
Austin,
on there
right?
too. Yeah, I got that 113 and a half.
Yeah. So I will keep you guys updated as the quarter goes down.
I love the
but
hook.
until then, we're back
Love
to the
that
Super
good
Bowl.
hook.
So real quick, just because this is what I love to do, because I don't gamble too much. I don't gamble as much as them. I love to watch when two guys have it and they have it at like separate points. Like you said, you had it at 113 and a half.
113 and a
You
half.
got it at 114.
Yeah.
We both missed or we both hit.
Oh, if it hits 114,
Well, then
it's
The
devastating.
only way somebody's sad is if it's 114 exactly, and then
Yeah,
I push
he
and get my
pushes,
money
I would
back,
lose.
and he loses
Yeah,
because of the half.
that's just how it would
Oh
go.
yeah, because you can't get a half a point. Makes sense. All right.
So we'll see how that goes.
So yeah, so how this will probably work is we'll be discussing like player props, and you're gonna hear Sal scream "fuck" at the top of his lungs, and and that'll be the signal that
Yo,
Sal
no.
has lost his bet.
That they scored 30
Probably
points
by
in
the
10
hook.
seconds.
Yeah,
so.
that all of a sudden they're draining threes left and right.
Yeah.
All right. So coin toss. Everybody loves the coin toss. Rob, you got something there on the coin toss? Go ahead. Start
Yes.
talking.
So, last year, might have carried the boys in the coin toss. Sal says he was screaming tails too. We were both screaming tails. Tails hits last year. Look into it a little bit now. Tails. 7 of the last 8 Super Bowls, the coin toss has come up tails. Now, I don't know about you. Coin toss is 50-50. I love to bet it to go back. It always comes back to the mean. Loving heads here. Loving heads. Minus 105. The fucking bookies always make a ton of vig on this. They're gonna win a little bit no matter what.
This is straight big.
Wait, Rob, what's Vig?
Vig's the devil. If you guys don't know what Vig is the devil. Vig is that minus 110, minus 115 that the bookies take off you. Listen, we play a dangerous game. You got to give it to them. But
Absolutely.
I'm taking heads. I'm not sure about the whole group. Boys, are we feeling heads or tails?
Well, the reason Rob says that is because last year we all watched Super Bowl together every year. It's tradition, as we should. But last year, the whole room collectively, as a group, was on tails besides one man, and it was Tommy. We were all throwing stupid amounts, 100, 200, 250, whatever, on the coin toss. It's ridiculous. We're degenerates. Like I said, I cannot stress this enough throughout this podcast. You will see that we are degenerates. But all of us were on tails last year, and we all hit. But that is because of one man in the jet, being Tommy, going out there and throwing a tiny little $20 bet.
Sacrificed his $20 for the boys.
Had to fade the room. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys noticed, that was the first bet I ever placed on a sports book. And I did it, and I literally did it. I didn't tell anybody. I knew the whole room was on it, and I was like, well, you know what? Fuck this room. If that shit's tails, I'm going to make sure somebody freaking hits.
Right.
So I went on there, and, I sacrificed my $20 to make sure that my boys hit, and I will be doing the same this year. I will find out what the room is on. I'm going to try and listen, 14 guys, it's going to be tough to get everybody on the same page, but I'm trying to make sure everybody comes to a consensus. Whatever they got, I'm going to fade that room. What's a fade?
This is like, well, all right, so...
Explain what a fade is.
What a fade is, so pretty much, so say Sal says, Bucks +3, right? And we all say it's a fade. That means just don't bet on it. Just don't even touch it.
No,
Not only don't bet
the
on
opposite,
it.
Yeah.
Fade is betting the opposite.
Yeah.
So if you know someone, he's an awful gambler. Most of the people in this room, I would say. When you go fade, you take the opposite. So if you want to fade us in this situation, you're taking tails. Because Kevin, Austin, are we on heads
I'm
altogether?
on heads this year. I was gonna say usually you fade Sal no matter what, but
Huh?
Well, I think we cracked the formula last year.
Listen, hold on, wait. One more thing I'd like to explain is what Tommy did is what we like to call a stink amongst the chat is where... So a stink is something very powerful. It's more powerful than any kind of religion or God you could ever imagine. A stink is something where a person has bad juju and bad luck and all that kind of good stuff, and then they go out there and the bet could be a second away from hitting, and they could be up 3 and be like, oh, it's over. Then all of a sudden they hit a crazy 4-point play buzzer beater to win the game and you lose. A stink is basically a jinx. But we like to think
But
it's
with
the
more
next
with more
level.
power.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to defeat. There are a couple guys in here that have a really bad one. I tend to be one of them. That's why I'm a big fade guy. But a couple of us have big stinks. So Tommy throwing that little $20 sacrifice on the opposite side is what we like to call his stink for us, and it helps us hit.
All right, I did that for the boys.
no, it's funny
Don't
when
let anybody tell you any different.
it's funny when you put your 5-team parlay in the chat and you already hit 4 legs, and then you're like, yo,
I did that yesterday.
I have the Bucks -7 right now. They're up 14. So I was like, yo, bro, like that's good. You're about to make 2,000. Wow, yo, like you're good. And then they lose by 20. That's just how it goes every fucking time. It's
The
just
last
how
words you hear often are, don't worry about it, bro. It's a lock.
That's a lock.
I had the Knicks plus 11.5 last week for a 5-teamer. They were up 13 at the half. Guess what? Jazz won by 16.
Nope.
Everyone's telling me it's a lock. No, it's dead immediately.
There's a classic. Good win. Good win. When you hear good win, Congratulations, you lost.
GWB.
GWB. Good win, bookie.
Now, since we're all on heads, except for Tommy for the Super Bowl, we're going to get into the rest of the props right now. I'm going to announce them, boys. Yes, that under's looking great, Sal. Congratulations.
How much time left?
Also, who gave out that pick?
That was a raw pick.
That was a me pick.
I don't want to be the guy to do it, but good win, Sal.
Oh, you
Yo,
fuck.
Sal, good win. Yo, good win, Sal. That's a lot.
We're gonna test it out. We're gonna test it out.
It's
We're
a
gonna
lock,
test it out.
Sal. Good shit, man.
All right, so right now it's been announced a lock with 6:57 left in the second. There are 66 points scored. They need to get to 114. If this somehow goes over, my God,
You
Kevin,
can blame
you are
me.
going to
You
get
can
it.
blame me.
My God. Oh, there's a quick bucket. Goes my last truly.
But we're going to
Are we out
go
of-
over the rest of the props I have here.
Out of
Yes.
Trulies.
Toss me a Stella. We're going to go over the rest of. Can you crack it, please? The rest of the props I have here. Now, the next prop, boys, I have here are the jersey number of the first touchdown scorer.
Well, isn't that just first touchdown scorer?
No, because you
No,
can get guys like you can get number 10, and then you
No,
get Tyreek Hill
because
and Scotty Miller.
No, because there's an over under. So the over under is 17 and a half.
I've actually never heard of that.
Now,
Never heard of that.
I like the under. It's minus 110. Under 17 and a half. So I will tell you the guys you get at under 17 and a half. Tyreek Hill's number 10. You get my boy Pringle, loaded to the moon, obviously. You get both quarterbacks. You get Mahomes and Brady. You also get Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Now, these are two pass-heavy offenses. I love the receivers. I don't think the first touchdown is going to be a rushing touchdown. You always have the chance at Brady at the 1 or Mahomes breaking out. I'm not really worried about Fournette, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon Bell, Relic. Who the fuck cares about him?
Le'Veon Bell's a shell of himself.
I love the big-time receivers. Yes, you lose out on Kelsey, you lose out on Brate, and you lose out on Antonio Brown on this. But I really like the under 17 and a half. Boys, what are the opinions? I told you the guys you get on this. Do we have any strong opinions either way?
over.
Yes,
Over.
over.
Oh,
Over.
really?
Over.
So we're
Yeah.
we're rocking with the running backs.
Yeah.
Running
so-
backs, tight ends.
No, we're
you've
rocking
got-
with tight ends.
You've got, well, of
We're
course.
rocking with tight ends all the way.
Let's not forget we've got wide receivers in the 80s. I just think there's more scenarios.
Only one receiver.
Brown.
Only one wide receiver in the 80s. It's Antonio Brown.
On
And
both
that's my
teams, there's
pick.
only one receiver in the 80s.
Yes.
Evans, Godwin, and Hill,
And
are all,
Hardman.
and Hardman
Wow.
and Pringle, all under 17.
On the Bucks too, not a single besides.
no.
It's Antonio Brown and I think Scotty Miller.
No, Scotty Miller's
Scotty's 10. Yeah, Scotty's 10.
So yeah, you need a fade for receivers.
you're
Antonio
just-
Brown
yeah.
Wow.
and
See, so, yeah,
You're
wow,
taking, if you take the over, you're taking running backs and tight ends. That's it.
wow. See, that's why you do.
And
your
Antonio
research.
Brown.
against receivers and quarterbacks.
I would have fucking placed out like a moron, thinking I had a whole bunch of wide receivers, and there would have been one wide receiver in the 80s. That's incredible.
Kevin, you're rolling with the tight ends, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going over on that.
You love the over.
Yeah, 100%.
I listen. I
Kev, you lost me on that
I'm
one.
also a big tight end guy.
Given
We
given
spoke
all the
about it
information presented, I'm switching back down to under on
Kevin,
earlier. Under?
Kevin loves his tight
what
ends.
What juice do we get on the over?
The
there?
Chiefs you get on the over there would be Kelsey.
No, he said
No,
what
odds
juice you
wise,
get.
odds wise.
Odds wise, the under is minus 110, so the over is probably it can't be minus above minus 115, and you get
That's not bad.
you get good guys.
You definitely get way more guys on the under than you
Yeah.
do on the over. So the under should be a bit of the favorite.
Well, you
But
get
can I say one
the
thing?
rushing touchdown from the quarterback. You get
Yeah.
your receivers.
Oh
I say
no!
one thing?
Oh no!
The Timberwolves and Thunder haven't missed since Kevin called this a lock, by the way. So
What's the
for
score
those
now?
under bettings, it is now 40-32. So we are now getting a little sweaty. The
just
Thunder
evidence.
just called a timeout, and we are now a little bit.
How much time left?
There's still 5.5 minutes left in the.
Oh,
in the,
good
in the
Oh,
God.
you're still good.
We're looking good, but I'm just saying it was
Still,
a lot
still
better.
looking like a good win, man.
It was a lot. Oh my God, Tommy stink. Oh, it's over.
But so Kevin, you like the over in this scenario.
Yes.
I respect it. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
I mean,
yeah.
it's never bad to go with the running backs. You will always feel like an idiot when Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Ronald Jones rushes in for 3 yards when you have the under. You feel like an idiot. But with two high passing offenses, you want to roll with the receivers, and I think at least the under is a very good bet here. And we're gonna move into our next prop.
Well, wait, Austin.
Oh,
what
sorry.
What do you got, Austin?
Austin, what do you like here?
Well, I said 49 as my first touchdown. I'm just gonna stick with it.
So you're taking the
Makes
over.
sense. Yeah, you
I'll
really
take
got to
the
stick with
over.
who you want for
I'll
the
take
first
the over.
touchdown.
I faded
Just
myself.
because-
I went under, and I have Antonio.
Sal faded himself.
On a rainy day.
Winning strategy right
Sometimes
there.
you fade yourself. What are you gonna do?
On a rainy day in the end
Listen,
zone,
when you go 0 for 5 on your parlay, start fanning yourself. So the next one I have here is it's a big favorite. Bet it big. I like it a lot. Minus 380. I know, minus 380. People
That's
get afraid.
juice, man.
People
That's
get afraid.
juice.
But minus 380 for any team to convert a fourth down. Any
Oh,
team
yeah,
to convert a
that's a lot.
fourth down.
That's got to be a
They
lot.
love going for it on fourth. The
That's a
Chiefs
lot.
and the Bucks both love going for it on fourth down.
Late game, you never know, bro.
People
Super Bowl,
people
high
would
stakes.
need points. It's such a good bet. The minus 380 is scary. A lot of people will try to shy away from it, but I love it. Is anyone against it?
I'm not against it.
Is
No,
anyone
not at
against
all.
it?
I don't know if
think
you guys.
that's
I don't know if
good.
you guys saw about maybe 3 weeks ago what Andy Reid did on fourth down.
What do you do?
No, I
He
was
went for it
I
when
was
he threw the
sleeping
ball
during the
fourth down.
playoffs, Kevin.
Yeah, no, that's like,
He went for it with Matt
Literally-
fucking Moore.
literally
Oh
insane.
yeah, of
I mean,
course.
the guy's
Yeah.
most
No,
aggressive-
not Matt Moore. What was who? Is it Chad Henne?
Chad Henne.
They're all
No,
the
but-
same to me.
It was,
Chad
there was
Henne.
no way it was.
You're right. Good
All right,
call,
whatever.
good call.
No,
No,
but
I mean, listen, minus 380. If you haven't picked up by now, you have to lay $380 to win 100.
it's gonna happen.
So if you are afraid of that risk, maybe fade us, and maybe we all agree that this is a good bet. But if you're maybe I'm sure the not converting a fourth down would be some positive, probably like what plus 260, 270.
Probably around a plus 220 to 250.
Right. So
I would
which
say.
means you bet 100 and you would win 220 or whatever the odds are. But I mean, I wouldn't suggest that because I think they will convert a fourth down. I got a good prop bet. If you want to go ahead.
I'm gonna go one more
Go ahead.
because I have one that's plus odds now.
Okay.
So plus 250, the Chiefs to not take a touchback on their first kickoff.
I saw that. Yeah.
So any
That's got layers to
That's
it.
because you love Byron Pringle.
No, he's the punt returner. Or is he the
Oh,
kick
he's
returner
returning
too?
punts, not
he also
kicks?
returns kicks.
Oh, okay.
We got it all, baby. 28 to 1.
You just love Byron Pringle.
But plus 250, right? So not a ton of wind in Tampa. Also, might be raining. So if it happens to be raining, the ball obviously is not going to travel as far. So if it can't get to the end zone, you have an automatic win right there. Even if it goes 1, 2, 3 yards in the end zone, Pringle, Hardman, even if Tyreek Hill's back there, they're all speedsters. They all think they'll be able to bring it back. I think plus 250 for the Chiefs to not take a touchback is a great bet for the first touchback. Boys, what are we thinking?
Now, see, that's got layers to it. Because if it's the opening kickoff of the game, I can almost guarantee you it will be a touchback. I don't remember the last time I've seen an opening kickoff for a game. I don't remember the last time I've seen an
Return.
opening kickoff for a game that wasn't just immediately punted into
Unless it's
the
raining.
end zone.
Unless it's raining. If it's raining,
fair.
It might
Can
not
bring it
make
down.
it to the end zone if it's raining. That's what he's saying.
Fair, that's true.
It's a fun one. It's a fun
Listen,
one.
It's a fun one. It's
It-
stinky.
it is. It's got layers. It's fun. Always got to take weather. Because it's real life, man. Always got to take weather into
The
consideration.
weather's back.
The weather is back, baby. Shout out to Bag Boy Blaze.
I think I would take them taking it for a touchback. Also, just
that's going to be about minus 380 like the last one.
yeah.
So,
But I mean, if I had to take one, if I had an unlimited amount of money in front of me, I would just lay the odds on that because I really do think that Super Bowl, the nerves kick in. You don't want to make the big play because just say that it's probably going to be a young guy returning it. They'll be afraid to fumble or something. Start the Super Bowl off with the wrong vibes. I think they're going to take it for a touchback if it gets there, and that's most football games. You'll see guys just take it for the end zone for a touchback.
fair. And the Couch Boys, any thoughts?
Pretty much, it's just a fun bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's
Nothing
whatever you
like-
want to do.
Nothing like a first play of the game sweat, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just
Nothing
throw it
like
out
the
there
first
to
play
have
of the
fun.
game sweat.
Oh, there'll be multiple sweats before the kickoff even happens. We'll be.
Already be Star Spangled Banner.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Don't even worry about that.
I got
but,
one.
Sal,
you
you
got
have a
a
good
bet?
prop.
I got a
I
bet?
got a prop bet. That
I got-
another
I
one
got
that
one
I
too.
happened to see on TikTok, also from the same video as my last one. So another heavy favorite. So you got to lay some money. I don't remember the exact odds, but it's a heavy favorite. Over minus 200. But for people that don't really give a shit about football and like people that are just watching the game just to watch the game because it's cool and you want to post it on your Snapchat story, I got a good one for you. The Weeknd, who is doing the halftime show, the Weeknd's over under, which means higher or lower than, in wardrobe changes. How many times do you think the Weeknd will change his outfit throughout his performance?
That's fun.
His line, or like the number he has to hit, is 1/2 of a change. So 0.5. If you think he will change his wardrobe one time throughout his whole halftime performance, you will hit the bet if you take the over.
Oh, I think you almost have. I don't think there's ever been a time where there wasn't some kind of wardrobe change.
Yeah, there was one wardrobe malfunction on the Super Bowl, but we're not going to talk about that. But that it's if anybody wants to just really not care about the game, but they're interested in the Weeknd of the halftime show, that's something fun. Just throwing it out.
That
you
is
have
fun.
to lay some money, but it's a fun one throwing it out there for you guys. But I think everybody would take the over.
If
He's
it-
gonna
Yeah.
change his outfit.
If you're gonna lay some money on the over on touchdown passes by Patrick Mahomes. The over is 2 at -260. That's 2 touchdowns he has to throw. The Chiefs don't run the ball. It's a lock. Absolute horse cock lock. Over 2 touchdowns. Bank it.
Listen, I will say one thing.
Let's
Kevin's
cock lock.
Kevin's loved Patrick Mahomes ever since his girlfriend fell in love with Patrick.
He was
Mahomes.
also on my
That's all I'll
fantasy
say.
team.
God.
I like Kelsey over 8 receptions. I think that's Mahomes' guy. That is the lock of locks of the Super Bowl. Kelsey will catch 8 passes.
I can just envision
Probably.
it now.
Probably in the third quarter he'll already have 8.
Yeah, I can
Boston?
envision it now. Double-digit catches. I'm screaming at the top of my
100%.
lungs that I cemented he was the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm not right often. So when I am, I'm gonna make sure everybody knows it.
He's
I can
not-
envision it now.
He's not gonna disappear this Super Bowl.
Austin,
He's gonna be all over the place.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I will
sure.
say there's a minute 34 seconds left in the half. We're at 91. I think we're on.
Can
I think-
you
I-
say?
I think we're there.
Can you say a win?
I think we're
think
there.
that's a
So
win.
I think
I
it's a
think-
lock.
I
I
think
will
we
come
got
out on record right now and say it's a lock. I will risk my bet to say
I'll
it's a
say
lock.
the same thing. It's a lock.
Oh
so
God,
that's a win.
Shout out to the boys.
Cheers to a lock, boys.
Cheers to the win.
Cheers to the lock. Cheers to the live lock.
Cheers to
We
the
did it,
live
yo.
lock.
We'll have to do the bets only. Cheers when you actually hit.
Now I got one more fun
God.
prop to go over.
I love that.
This is. We got our,
I got our first
we
spill.
got our first
Fantastic.
spillage.
What you guys know?
This is
Oh,
this is a
God.
fun prop for all the boys out
Son
there.
of a bitch. Can we edit this out or not?
Motherfucker. We're going to go with Tyreek Hill, his first rushing attempt to go over 4.5 yards, -105.
Ooh.
Now, this man always gets a rushing attempt, right? End arounds, everything complicated, right? If it's by the goal line, you're worried a little bit, right? But easily, with the fastest man in the league, he could easily get 5 yards, even off a busted play. So I love the over for his 4.5 yards on his first rushing attempt.
the hell was that?
Boys, are we feeling the over on the first rushing attempt, or do you think he gets close to the
sorry.
goal line? They run it on the 2.
I wasn't listening. What was the bet?
Tyreek
Don't worry about
Hill.
it, Sal.
Clean yourself up.
Ostino,
Mess up over here.
Kev, what are we thinking?
I like it. Tyreek Hill on a rushing attempt. Usually, I think he goes for like 6, 7. Maybe he runs for a first down and some. So, I definitely like
First rushing attempt, touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Bank it 20 yards.
Wow.
Kevin also doesn't
All
know
right.
football.
And you think I'm stupid after what I say, right? And you just gotta listen to that. I mean,
His first one.
sometimes you just gotta deal with that. Boys, anything else that was interesting about Jesus Christ? Anything else interesting about the props?
My
that you
brother
guys see?
texted me 3 times. He said take Gronk for first touchdown.
That might be the dumbest thing I've heard all day.
That's
And I've been with drunk idiots for the majority of the night.
This kid's brother
And-
is the biggest clown.
And
You'll meet Brandon. He's a fun one, but
He'll be on here.
Sal, you have a great prop that I actually love that you were telling me earlier. It might involve DOGE.
Oh, yes. Okay, so if anybody, once again, is not caring about the Super Bowl, but they have other things in mind, like just say they're big in the stock market, which right now I would apologize for because the stock market has been a joke. But regardless, I will say...
It's got more mainstream appeal than ever. Who isn't
Yes,
in the stock
exactly.
market
Right now, there's a lot of people in there. So one of the prop bets that in the same video that I saw my last 2 prop bets from on TikTok, this was the 3rd one. It was... Yeah, I watch a lot of TikTok. So...
Hey, shout out to TikTok. I couldn't get through quarantine without TikTok,
That's
man.
a
It got me
prop
through.
bet that I saw for the Super Bowl related to the stock market. If you don't give a shit about football, but you just want to make some money, will Bitcoin stock rise or fall during the Super Bowl? I would say it's gonna rise because I don't really have a reason why, but I just feel like during the Super Bowl, people are gonna be using the stock market like crazy. Like they're gonna be halfway invested in the Super Bowl, halfway invested in the market. They're gonna be all over everything. People are gonna be buying into shit they have no idea about. I think it's gonna go up.
What?
Very fair, very fair, Kev.
What's the reasoning behind people splitting the time between the Super Bowl and Bitcoin, investing into Bitcoin?
To the moon,
I have no
Kevin?
fucking idea. Yeah.
To the moon?
There's a three-word
mean,
phrase that people have been
I
following.
respect it, but that's just another fun bet.
It's a fun bet.
It's another
do
fun
I have
bet.
any factual evidence to back this up? Not at all.
Well, hold on now. There's some factual, not evidence, but there's some like, if you really want to think about it, does Elon Musk and Tesla, do they have commercials airing during the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Who knows?
Maybe not
you
even
know?
commercials. Maybe they're all over Twitter.
That's a good point.
Maybe they're talking on Twitter about random shit. And I mean, that's just, it's a gamble. Of course, listen, gamble.
Is Lucid Motors gonna have a commercial? CCIV.
We're not talking about that right now.
We're not getting into stocks.
Possibly, just
Boom,
quickly.
you heard it here. We're doing stocks too.
No,
Degeneracy
no.
and
We'll
financial
cover
literacy.
everything.
I would say look into the cryptos the morning of. As of the moment of recording, Bitcoin's at 39.
We hit Austin. Let's go.
We did it, baby.
I'm sorry. To
Beautiful.
On the air.
You're welcome, boys.
We hit.
Um,
That's it.
Cheers.
That's
as-
a max bet hit. Thank you, Bobby.
I tried to stink it up, but it didn't work out.
As of right now, Bitcoin's at 39K, which is almost an all-time high. You probably don't want to be taking it to go higher after the Super Bowl. If it's at an all-time high, it's a great bet to take it low. You want to see what it is going into Sunday. The cryptos, they go crazy every day, Austin. We know that.
Oh, of course.
So be careful. Be careful with cryptos. They're all scams. They're all scams. So
DOG is a scam, but that's another day.
no, DOG to the fucking moon.
Shout out Elon Musk.
Different perspectives.
Boys, we have any other props? Any other bets we're thinking about? Any first halves, first
Speaking of the
quarters?
anthem yet? Spoken that? No.
The
I don't have the
anthem's
numbers
gonna
for
be
that. I don't
crazy.
have the numbers
The
for that.
anthem's
I got-
stinky. I don't know the number.
The first duet anthem.
Now, my opinion on the anthem,
Keep burping into the mic. That can't sound good.
it won't. My opinion on the anthem, it's a duet. Fade it. Don't fade it. Don't bet it. You don't know what's gonna happen. The girl that's singing the anthem apparently goes under all the time. You don't want to bet a fucking duet, right? You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Boys, are we thinking anything for the anthem?
It's a country singer, so let's see what Sal's got to say. That's
I'm a
our resident
big
country expert.
Country music fan. Eric Church. I'm gonna say over in this. Yo, who's the other the girl singing?
I don't know
I'm
what the
gonna
girl
Google
singing
it
is.
right now.
Tommy,
I
get
got
the
you.
I
I'm
know
gonna Google
Eric
it.
Church is singing it. He's a country singer. He has a phenomenal voice, and he likes to hold notes. He has a beautiful range. I think he likes to hold a lot of long notes, but I don't know. Rob was telling me that the girl and the duet with him,
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan, he was telling me that she likes to go under. Whenever she's saying on anything, she always sings quick. So I'm afraid I would say the over just because of what I know about Eric Church. But if you want to take another fun bet, you got to go with all your friends and get your timers out and start timing the anthem for whatever line you get it at. But I would say take the over because it's went under the last 2 years, right?
A while.
It's been going under a lot.
At least the
It's
last
mostly
2
under.
years.
So they're going to be
The under's been
pushing.
great.
I think when this happens, they start to lower the lines, and I think eventually when they got the first duet, you don't know how it's going to play out. I would say, similar to what Rob said about the coin toss, maybe it'll medium
Play
out.
the comeback.
Maybe hit the over on that. That'd be it's not a horse cock, so don't go taking out the mortgage on the house and throwing it on this over. But I will say, it's definitely my pick would be the over if I had to bet one.
Not sure I checked the time on it yet, but I was gonna take down there now.
It might be a stay off.
I think
It
it's
might be a
stay
I
off.
think it's a better stay off.
Where?
What are you looking
Would
for?
would it be in?
It would be in Super Bowl props.
Did we,
I actually-
did we
I've got
talk
a
about the over
warm-up
under on the
props?
game?
We haven't talked about the over on the game. Kevin
No,
gave
right?
it as his pick. What is the over under on the game?
It's dropped severely since I last checked.
Tommy,
It's
can
been
you check the
dropping.
over under on the game?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, they don't want to care. They're
You know,
looking
you know
at
what it is.
56 and a half right
Six
now.
and a half.
It's 56 and a half. I don't love it either way.
I'm not crazy. It's a
Um,
very solid line.
If anything,
56.
I love the first quarter or first half under. I feel like these Super Bowls always start slow, and we'll pick up later. This might be a spot where you want to call up your bookie, get your live bets going, wait a couple minutes, Get this line at about 49-50. You're probably looking a lot better.
Yeah, that's probably fair. If you can't, I'd still say smash the over. I
Smash the over.
I started this podcast saying that I wasn't sure who was gonna win, but I know to smash the over, and I'm gonna stick with that.
No, I agree. Like, why would you want to taking it under is boring. Like, why would you want to root for less of that sport?
Well, you got to bet with your mind, not bet with your,
Yeah, I know, but
not
like,
even
I like
heart,
to
but you
enjoy my
gotta
bet
bet
too.
Yeah.
I
feel
like-
you.
I
No,
like
that's a
more-
very underrated part of it. You gotta have fun.
Yeah, like, do I want less basketball? Do I want less football? Like, over. You just want to see more of it. You're gonna tell a guy to stop shooting? That's just boring.
Shooters
I'm being real. I'm being
will
real.
just say, me and Austin-
Shooters shoot.
Me and
I'm being
Austin,
real.
me and Austin just hit an under. Sometimes the under hits.
Take those threes, slide in that girl's DMs.
The
Do what you
per-
need to do. Shoot,
Shooters,
baby.
shoot.
The
Keep
perfect
shooting.
offense will lead to an under. And as weird as that sounds, the Chiefs will hit a lot of first downs. A lot of clock will be killed. I think I like the under. As weird as it is, I'm usually an over guy on anything, anywhere, any game. But I think this year, I like the under.
I really agree with you. I'm just afraid to take the under.
It's
If
so
you-
hard to take the under.
If you're looking for a sneak over, Chiefs over,
Yeah,
whatever it
Chiefs
is,
total
it's
over,
going to be.
never a bad
It's
idea.
56,
I
right?
feel like 28 and a
Yeah.
half.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Chiefs scored 30 in this game for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That might be the exact
I'm not
number.
an under guy, but
You have to really love that. I mean, not love it, but
It's a
I
toss-up.
think- I
Listen,
think I like
gambling,
it.
there's no right answers, guys. Just so you know this, there's no right answer.
there are.
We can give
Oh,
you
there are.
We can give you horse cocks, but they fucking miss, and everything is a fucking risk. There's no right answers.
Now, before we're very one-sided to the Chiefs right now.
No, we're
So
not.
I've got a couple bucks right.
No.
I've got props wise.
Oh, prop wise, yes. Yeah.
Yes, I've got a couple bucks props right now for the boys to take or for the boys to give their input on. I love Chris Godwin. He's the best receiver on that team, even though Tom Brady doesn't have the chemistry with him. Antonio Brown coming back after not playing the NFC Championship game. Mike Evans being very weird, sometimes only used in goal line situations. It's very weird with Mike Evans, but I love Chris Godwin over 5.5 catches. I think the Bucs will be down and trying to play up this game. I don't know if they're going to be able to run it really. So 5.5 catches for one of the best receivers in the NFC, who's been having kind of a down year. I think it's really a steal to get it at 5.5 when you're getting Kelsey at 8.5. How do we feel with Chris Godwin, 5.5 catches? Do we like the over? Do we like the under? Is it a stay off? You love Chris Godwin, Kev? So
I'm a
this is very
huge,
personal to
I'm
you.
a huge Chris Godwin guy. I think I agree with you on that, Rob. I think that's definitely an over. I did definitely see the Bucs throwing a lot late into the game. Chris Godwin is as talented as they come. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be a Buck next year, but we'll see. But yeah, I think Brady's going to look to throw to him a lot, so I'm going to go with over.
Do me a favor. Give Austin your mic. I'm about to go piss.
I feel like the
Austin,
I
wait
feel
up so
like-
we could edit Sal. Going to take a
Yeah.
piss out of here.
I
All
feel
of a sudden, Sal won't be on the couch.
No, keep that in
That's
there.
fine.
gonna put a-
Keep that in there.
Nah,
Keep that in
nah,
there.
We'll think about it.
All right, go
I
piss,
feel
you
like-
fucking fat bastard.
I feel like mainstream, a lot of people are on Mike Evans, but Chris Godwin is the better receiver, and yeah, we take Godwin's over. But for me, I like Kelsey anytime touchdown at -160. I think Kelsey might catch 2 touchdowns, so I think a -160 at Kelsey.
Do we have a prop for that multi-touchdown? We should, right?
We can get that. We can get odds on that.
That probably has some juice to it.
Kelsey could catch 2. Kelsey could catch 3 touchdowns, but
Honestly, I mean, has anybody ever caught 3 touchdowns in a game or scored 3 touchdouns in a game?
yeah,
Like
of
in-
course.
like in a Super
I
Bowl.
mean, Alvin
Super
Kamara
Bowl?
scored
No.
6 about
Super
a
Bowl.
month ago.
Kelsey looks like unstoppable right now. He looks like Gronk in his prime ×2.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think they just spread it out. I don't know if I want to bet anyone for multiple touchdowns on the Chiefs.
I wouldn't do it.
It's just a little bit
personally.
dangerous. I mean, the man could do whatever he
Mahomes
wants
could
out
spread
there.
it out to anybody. Mahomes could
Exactly.
throw it to me.
He could.
And we
Even with
got
those
Sal
hands.
coming back right now. Shout out to Sal.
Those drunk pisses hit different.
But definitely, like, Yeah.
Yo, Austin, I got some.
Whatever
steam
that
for you.
means.
I got some steam for you, Austin. I actually was taking a piss and I saw that the Suns. Yeah, the Suns were -1.5 for the first quarter.
I bet the Suns yesterday. I lost.
So your Suns, I just took them plus 100 -1.5.
Who were they playing?
The Pistons for the first quarter. They're up 4-2 right now.
And it's -1.5 right now.
Yeah, it was plus 100, so I had to just yoke that in real quick. While I was
Sure,
taking a
sometimes you're
piss.
just a real degenerate. I've been there. I've done that. I've bet God knows what.
You're up 6-2 now, baby. Let's roll Phoenix.
We got any other props?
Go ahead, Rob. Let's keep talking Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Got more props here. Let's go with the next one. Kind of relating to the Chris Godwin. He is plus 135 for an anytime touchdown scorer this game.
He's plus money for a touchdown scorer. Is that what you're saying? He's plus
No,
money.
you idiot. He's
Am I-
minus.
am
he's,
I-
he's plus. Wait, what'd you
Am
say?
I speaking a different fucking language?
What'd you
Bro,
say?
I can't take him.
He's plus 135 to score a touchdown
Plus
anytime.
135.
He's plus money to score a touchdown.
You're gonna-
Oh, he's fucking plus fucking
Alright.
Monopoly
Alright.
money.
Load it.
You had
Load
so
it.
many
Chris
for
Godwin.
Rob.
Huge Chris Godwin fan. Load it.
Load it. Plus 135 anytime touchdown. Chris Godwin.
He's good. Godwin's good for like big yardage, but he's
Mike
Brady doesn't trust him in the end zone for some reason.
Mike Evans
He
is
loves
their
Mike
is their
Evans.
red zone guy.
Yeah,
right?
Mike
82
Evans is the red zone guy.
Sorry.
How many
I
more
mean,
props you got, Rob?
He,
Rob had a whole novel about props today.
I got a couple more props to go for the whole day.
Awesome. yeah,
Did I
we
miss
wanna hear a
anything
couple more.
interesting?
Literally
We
nothing.
were talking.
Oh, of course.
We were talking Kelsey touchdowns.
Oh, Kelsey's gonna get in that end zone. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Oh, minus
Austin had a
160.
take. He said Kelsey could score 3 touchdowns.
Kelsey might score every touchdown. For the
Yeah.
Chiefs this game, honestly, listen.
Yeah.
Tyreek
Who's
Hill is
who's
a deep
who's touching
threat,
him?
But Kelsey is unreal, and I mean, but it is big that the Bucks have their safeties back, and that is important.
Bucks
because-
defense severely underrated.
Yeah, I mean they held the Packers pretty well until late in the game, but I will say the Chiefs' offense is a lot better than the Packers' offense.
I gave away a lock. I said Kelsey minus 160. That's when you were away. To score a touchdown.
To score a
One.
touchdown.
Oh, I mean, I'd throw my mortgage. on
He's like plus 200 to score in the first half. If
Yeah.
you want to take that
That's
instead.
interesting to me.
I don't know about that.
200 is
It's something like that.
He's his go-to late guy.
He's just go to anytime guy.
Yeah, usually anytime.
That's why I love all the Chiefs receivers personally and tight ends because the Bucks have an amazing run defense and the Chiefs don't even try to run the ball.
They don't even attempt to.
So if you're betting any props here, do you want to bet Clyde Edwards-Helaire when he has 23 rushing yards?
Don't
wanna-
take any running backs.
Do you want to bet Le'Veon Bell when he doesn't touch
Imagine
the field?
They were saving Le'Veon Bell for
are you-
this weekend, and Le'Veon erupts.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell from like 2017.
Yeah,
they
he
just
comes
bring him
back-
out.
he
They
comes
just bring
back
him out
this
like a
week.
Terminator.
Yeah.
All about the game. They could game plan for him.
Yeah, they might, because they're not thinking about Le'Veon.
No,
right
not
now.
at all. They're gonna go out there. They're gonna throw the ball over
If
the field.
Le'Veon Bell comes out here and scores a single touchdown,
Yeah.
I want to go on record that I will personally. What can I do? I didn't have anything ready for that. What's something outrageous that I could do? I will streak around my block if Le'Veon Bell hits paint in this fucking game.
Oof.
I promise.
I love
I
that.
put that on my life. If Le'Veon
Nice.
Bell touches end zone paint, I will streak around my block.
So take
I
Le'Veon.
like to hear that.
Yes. So take
he
Le'Veon
is
after.
not touching that end zone.
All right, we're on
Not
Le'Veon.
only
We
did the
just
Chiefs-
added Le'Veon.
You're gonna
to
be
the
running
list.
around like a fucking squealing pig around your block.
Not only did the Chiefs not run the ball, he's not their starting running back in this game. So if he
He's not their third running
he's
back.
yeah, yeah.
It goes. Oh, sorry, he's their third. It goes Clyde, then Darrell Williams.
So
Then Le'Veon.
once again, if this comes down to Le'Veon Bell scoring a touchdown, you heard it here first. I will have a video streaming. Censored,
Le'Veon-
of course, for the kids, but I will be streaking around my block, and he will be following me. With the camera to put it on this podcast.
Le'Veon Bell under for anyone who, if you're getting a line on that, I don't really know what he's gonna do. Maybe he'll catch a pass, but if he's got, maybe if he's got rushing yards at whatever, just take the under. I really don't see him in the game plan at all.
Just pretend he's not there.
Also, it's probably gonna be positive game script for the Chiefs. So like, I wouldn't even fucking go near it.
Rob, I got some weird random basketball news. Kevin Durant, who was missing tonight's game due to COVID protocols, who then got inserted into the game in the second quarter after they're getting smoked because, I guess why
You
not?
do
He's
that?
Kevin Durant. No, they shouldn't be able to do that, but he's Kevin Durant. So I guess they said midway through the game, oh, he's negative for COVID. Screw it. Just got pulled again from the game for safety protocols.
That's weird.
Let's see if they're winning right now.
Load the under.
They are winning by 2 right now, so they
That's
just
weird.
threw him in to
Is-
get the lead.
Is that a load the under?
I don't
on the
know
live?
what it is.
That's a really weird one.
And the Pistons are up 2. What the fuck happened?
Jamari Grant.
Okay. But yeah, that's a little weird. But I know we're not. Listen, this whole podcast, I promise, as we go on and make more episodes, we will cover everything. We will cover big news, big sports events, degeneracy, random weekend outbreaks, random plans,
Casino trips,
how I smoke
Atlantic
this kid
City.
in beer pong every time we play. We'll cover it.
That's not true.
We're not covering you playing beer pong.
Me?
We don't have enough time.
It'd be the whole podcast.
No, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of content. Real quick, we haven't really talked much about defensive props. There's something I want to throw out there. Devin White, severely underrated, having a phenomenal year. Devin White, no, not what I was talking last night. I was getting crazy last night.
Okay.
Last night I was saying, it was like what was it, 27-1. It was 27-1 to have him be the Super Bowl MVP. I was saying, throw money on that. I was this close to throwing 50 on that. You know, you get like $1,300. Well,
Tommy,
why
who was
fuck
the
not?
last?
Just take
no.
$50 and burn it at that point.
But no, Devin White. If you're looking at defensive player props, he's gonna have a big game. He won't be the MVP. I'm gonna let you know right now. He won't be the MVP. He's gonna have a big game though. You know, you got his tackles and assists over 9.5. That's juice. Yeah. And I don't know why. That's really all they're really given. Devin White most tackles and assists. That could be some juice too. I'm big on Devin White. I think he's gonna have a real showing, real proven game in the Super Bowl.
Yo, the Suns fucking suck.
Do you have any more props on your list?
Thank you, sir.
Last prop of the day, boys. I think we're all gonna kind of like this.
Yep.
It is the Chiefs total touchdowns. 3.5. Plus 105.
Yeah.
So for them,
Over.
realistically, to get 28,
No.
need to get 4 touchdowns? Oh, no. You don't think they score 4 touchdowns?
Under.
So the man who was saying Travis Kelce might get multiple says, fuck it after that.
Yeah, they're gonna get 3 touchdowns, and it's all gonna be Travis Kelce, and that's it.
And then they're done. No.
No, I'm taking the under because I'm rooting for the Bucs.
Fair
Can
enough.
you pull up the last time they played? What was the score?
Chiefs Bucks?
It was
They beat 'em by 3.
28-25.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yep.
20-25.
The Chiefs were up big. The Bucs came back strong in the second half, and they just didn't have enough.
I think that was the
tank.
Tyreek Hill game, right?
Yeah, that was
200-something
Tyreek
yards?
Hill
Kill scored
putting up
100
200 yards.
28-25 is 4 touchdowns.
That was
How many points did Tyreek Hill
that
have
was
that
Tyreek Hill putting up 200 yards in the first quarter.
He did.
Now, I mean, if that happens again, then you lose again. But the shit like that, I like to think is a fucking fluke. Yeah.
It's
Austin's
not.
gonna change and be a Bucs better.
No.
I hope you guys know this back at home because Austin is going to bet the Buccaneers by the time this game starts.
Oh, he won't.
Yeah.
Oh, he will not.
That's true.
Welcome back. We're almost concluded with this pilot episode. I think it's gone pretty well. Let us know in the comments what you think. We're gonna end this episode the way we hope to end every episode, with 5 horsecock locks that won't miss. We guarantee it. We put it to the moon. We put it on our graves. We could freaking stamp it on our foreheads. They ain't gonna miss. And if you've been paying attention, hopefully you know what that actually means. All right, so Rob, go ahead, start.
So I said this earlier. My horsecock lock of the week, of the year, of the month, of the football season is Patrick Mahomes at -140 to win the Super Bowl MVP. Love the Chiefs, love the spread. In case there's any funny business with the Bucs getting close, Chiefs win the Super Bowl, no doubt. Mahomes will win the MVP unless God himself comes down and has a divine intervention. Mahomes, MVP, Super Bowl, -140, horsecock lock, put it in.
Nice. So I got something that we haven't really talked about. I've got Kansas City, Tampa Bay, shortest touchdown of the Super Bowl, over 1.5 yards. It's plus 155, and I just that's my horse cock lock. I feel it in my heart of hearts.
You did?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I told them I was going to pick something, and I totally just switched it up on them. They have no idea that I'm picking this. So my horse cock lock, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers supporter for this Super Bowl, surprisingly is going to be the Chiefs minus 130 to score 14 points in the first half. There is no way I see in heaven above that the Chiefs don't score at least 2 touchdowns in the first half. Some books might have it at 14. Some books might have it at 14.5. I just checked 2 books. They were different. I'm rolling with the smaller one. I'm rolling with Chiefs over 14 points for the first half. It's going to be a shootout. I'm telling you that right now. That's my horse cock lock. Lock it in.
Nice. Lev?
All right. I said it before as well. I'm gonna go with the over at 2 touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes. I'll say it again. He's the greatest football player I've ever seen in my life.
Minus 260, right?
Camera in on my face. He is the greatest football player I have ever seen. You don't pay a guy $500 million for 10 years to not throw more than 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. That's a lock. Lock it in. Throw everything on it. Throw millions on it. He's throwing more than 2 touchdowns.
Yo, Suns up 1. Yo, what the fuck is that? Sorry.
I've got a fun one. And I love Tom Brady. He's my guy. But I want to say that Tom Brady will throw at least an interception at minus 145. Over a half interception is minus 145. You take that over and you load it. You put it all on it because Tom Brady will slip up. Tom Brady will not throw a perfect game, but yes, it is to the moon.
Love it.
All right, well, there you have it. Those are 5 horse cock locks. Hopefully you follow your tail. Hopefully you tail one of us. And
Fade if you dare.
Yeah.
Let's go. The Suns covered the first quarter. I'm sorry.
There you go. The Suns covered the first quarter. Good for you, Sal.
Finish the first episode on a positive note, baby.
That's our
Love
guys.
that. Love that. Sal hits 2 in one episode. That's
Wait, maybe not. Hold on.
That's beautiful.
They turned the ball over. Hold on. Wait, we gotta wait. Please don't
Hold on.
fucking score.
We are live right now. We are sweating this live.
No, we hit, baby. Let's go.
We hit.
Let's go, Sal. Let's go.
Love that for you. All right. Yeah. Hopefully you fade the right ones and you tail the right horsecock locks. Hopefully you make some money. If you don't hold us accountable for it. But this was the first episode of the Bets Only podcast with Tom, Rob, Sal, Lev, and Austino. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Come back for episode 2, guys.